Lex Luthor fried the circuits, bringing his creature to life. There's not enough charge to wake the box.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Justice League video. There were a bunch of big headlines making the rounds this morning. You probably saw, so we'll break it all down. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the Easter eggs. We'll do a new Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know what you want them to do after the Justice League Snyder Cut. If it's as successful as it seems like it's going to be for HBO Max, what do you want their next big project to be? So just starting with number 5, if you didn't see the news this morning, the big thing is that Ray Fisher, the actor who plays Cyborg, posted another very dramatic statement about working on the Justice League theatrical cut with Joss Whedon. He also references Jeff Johns and John Berg, who were the studio producers at that time working on all the DC movies. So this is the statement that he made, and this is actually a pretty big deal. He says, Joss Whedon's on-set treatment of the cast and crew of Justice League was gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable. He was enabled in many ways by Jeff Johns and John Berg. Accountability is greater than entertainment. This is also in addition to the video that he posted of himself from Comic-Con 2017 a couple of days ago, saying that he'd like to retract the statement that he was making in the video from Comic-Con 2017. And this was happening at the Justice League panel, so this is the clip that he posted.
No, I think we're just about finished with everything. They've been brief, if anything. But yeah, I mean, Joss is a great guy, and Zach picked a good person to come in and clean up and finish up for him.
As you can see, it was him just answering a fan's question during the Q&A portion of the panel about what it was like working with Joss Whedon on the movie after working with Zack Snyder. He gives a big thumbs up, saying that it was pretty great. Zack Snyder picked a great person to take over for him. When it actually came to hiring Joss Whedon to come do all the reshoots and take over the movie from Zack Snyder, I think that he was instrumental in reaching out to Joss Whedon, but I think the studio was also involved in that too. But as you can see during the panel there, when he's answering that fan's question in front of thousands of people and obviously making all these public statements, it's a very political answer because they were trying to hype up the movie. This was a couple months before they released the film. Studios have all kinds of PR stuff built into actors' contracts saying that they're not going to try and torpedo the movie that they're promoting while they're on the press tour. That's why even if an actor has a really bad experience on a movie, any movie, it doesn't have to be a DC movie, it could be any movie anywhere. During the press tours, usually you never hear people saying stuff like this, the stuff that Cyborg is posting to his Twitter account right now. Usually you only see major actors posting stuff that big when they feel like they either have nothing left to lose, or something really terrible happened, or they don't mind harming their relationship with the studio, the directors, the producers that they're taking shots at in their posts. So number 4, what does that all mean? What is he saying Joss Whedon did on the set of Justice League that was so bad? Well, he's mostly trying to call him out for being unprofessional to the cast and crew to the point of being abusive. Reading between the lines, remember what happened on that movie. So Joss Whedon was brought in to do extensive reshoots and effectively Frankenstein create a whole different type of movie than what Zack Snyder was originally planning in a very, very short amount of time. So it was already kind of an impossible situation for everyone involved with that, the studio refusing to move the release date to give them more time. In my take on this, just assuming that actors tend to be a little bit overdramatic, is that Joss Whedon just ran everyone at warp speed through filming all those new reshoot scenes, and that's what led to this scenario that Ray Fisher is calling abusive and unprofessional. Like not giving the actors and crew more time to prepare for each of their scenes, blowing through takes as quickly as possible before moving on to the next scene, not giving them quite as much feedback as he might give during a traditional movie with a regular schedule. Really good example, I just posted a video of Hugh Jackman breaking down all the Marvel Wolverine movies, and during that video, he tells the story about filming the ending scene of the Logan movie, his final movie as Wolverine as far as we know, where Wolverine is dying, and the director James Mangold spent a couple of hours just filming these 2 to 3 minutes of footage where he's in the process of slowly dying, because it was such a huge moment for the character in the end of a 17-year journey of Hugh Jackman playing the character in real life.
You know, there were some takes where I was weeping, and he goes, yeah, we're not going to use that, but good for you. Good for you. But he was glad. It was like I went through a whole little thing.
So they wanted to get the scene right, so they just took way, way extra time than they normally would on a traditional movie. And Hugh Jackman just said that James Mangold came to him and said, sit here in the moment of this scene and just take it all in. We'll just take as much time as we need to get it right. So clearly, given the schedule that they were on for the Justice League reshoots, the opposite is what happened for all those actors, which is why I think that Ray Fisher's Cyborg is making all these really, really big posts. Number 3, the flip side of this, an actor on Justice League making a bunch of big statements like this, would be what Henry Cavill has been doing. Remember a little while ago when all the Justice League actors were posting about releasing the Snyder Cut? It seemed like everybody was in on it, like all the actors, oh, this is a big deal, maybe they really will release the Snyder Cut. And then Henry Cavill was surprisingly the only one who was not posting about any of it at that time. There were a couple reasons for that. There's a couple reasons why he's never really gone off in a big way about Snyder Cut stuff. Right after the movie came out, he did talk about coming back as Superman when he was still promoting Mission Impossible. He still had the mustache. He posted a couple videos to his social media about doing future Superman movies. But the reason why he was so quiet about it when the other actors were posting about it, one, he was clearly still in negotiations with the studio for a new Superman contract for the crossover movies that we just found out about that he's supposed to appear in, and still trying to pitch them a new Man of Steel Superman movie. And had Henry Cavill started posting all kinds of incendiary statements, it probably would have hurt his chances of coming back before the contracts had actually been signed and the ink had dried. But it's also probably his management team behind the scenes telling him to just chill on all that stuff and be a little more diplomatic. Like I said, actors usually only start posting big stuff like this when they feel like they aren't going to be working with certain studios or producers ever again, or they don't feel like they have anything left to lose. The thing about this, though, is that the Cyborg character is supposed to show up during the Flashpoint movie, so maybe Cyborg has already re-signed a new contract to come back for that. We've been talking about Michael Keaton Batman appearing during that for the past week or two just because it's such huge news. Michael Keaton coming back as Batman for the Flash movie. In other future DC movies, this is so great. But also buried within that were the Flash producers saying that Cyborg would have some sort of role during the Flash movie. But number 2, as for that Justice League Snyder Cut Cyborg clip, it's just a vision Cyborg has of the Mother Boxes, Darkseid, Green Lantern, and the Darkseid War thousands of years ago that he's seeing when he interfaces with the Kryptonian ship and the Mother Box. The whole idea is that he was created by one of the Mother Boxes, so it's part of him, he's fundamentally linked to it, and therefore knows everything that the Mother Box knows, or at least has access to all the information that it holds. The whole idea with his character during the movie is that he still doesn't understand everything. And back when they were still doing multiple Justice League movies, you would have seen his character evolve to learn to control his technology more than the technology controlling him. So this wasn't supposed to be him connecting to Darkseid or speaking to him or anything like that. It's just him having a vision of Darkseid through the Mother Box. Like in the other Snyder Cut trailer that Zack Snyder posted a little while ago of Wonder Woman seeing Darkseid, that wasn't her speaking to Darkseid or anything like that, or her going back in time. It was just her seeing a picture of Darkseid. As far as we know, they weren't actually going to literally meet Darkseid until the end of the movie. But the ending of the Snyder Cut is going to be very, very different from the ending of the theatrical cut. But number 1, the 2 characters in the Snyder Cut that are probably getting the most new scenes are Superman and Cyborg. They were barely in the theatrical cut, which also might be part of the reason why the Cyborg actor Ray Fisher is making these posts, because he was kind of taken out of the movie in the Joss Whedon cut. There were a ton of Cyborg deleted scenes from the Snyder Cut that leaked online after the movie came out. You've probably seen at least a couple of them. There's some stuff that I added at the beginning of the video. There's a couple of trailer scenes of him recreating some environments with his new abilities. And since the Snyder Cut is supposed to be over 4 hours long, I'm assuming that all of that, every last speck of new footage for all the characters is going back in. There'll also probably be a much bigger trailer for it at the DC Fandome Comic-Con panel. Zack Snyder's going to be there and some of the cast. I don't know if every one of the cast members is participating, so of course I'll do videos for all the footage that they drop. So everyone just post all your predictions in the comments below, and you can click here to rewatch that Justice League Snyder Cut trailer video, and click here to watch Hugh Jackman break down all the Marvel Wolverine movies. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.